Monday Morning Raw. Welcome to DDE Monday Morning Raw. We are coming off of a hot Royal Rumble weekend. I am DDE running the show, calling the action. We're going to kick it off with a United States Championship tournament. And Jersey versus the notorious Jon Moxly. So, it is 24 hours removed since I went into the Royal Rumble at number 3 and went all the way. And there's no hard feelings. Congratulations to Kazuchika Okada. Hey, there's always next season. But on to tonight. Because tonight I have an opportunity to get back my United States Championship. And the winner of this match, which will be me, I will take on either Hangman or Cope. But it turns out I don't know who my opponent is. So bring him out. It is a mystery opponent tonight. Wait a minute. I've heard about this young man. I'm gonna take my moment. Anytime I'm gonna take my moment. He calls himself Hill. Don't miss. Make sure you spread the word. And his opponent, he is him, Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes is very young in the game, and he's debuting here tonight on Raw against the franchise. What a win this will be if he's able to knock off Jon Moxly. This is a huge moment. Carmelo Hayes to the futures of this business, 31 years old, against Jon Moxly, 21. Moxly trying to show a little respect before the match, and here we go. Hayes, Moxly, the debut of Melo. He does not miss, and he calls himself Big Leapfrog, and a big time drop kick, and very athletic is Carmelo Hayes, and so is the franchise with a kip up and a King Kong lariat by the franchise Jon Moxly. Now Moxly onto the second rope, caught up by Melo, and now Carmelo Hayes gonna drag Moxly onto the second rope, and a springboard leg drop. Here's the cover, 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. You can just tell this is going to be a fast-paced matchup and a shooting star press, high-flying matchup. Melo going to the top, getting caught up by Moxly now. And now Jon Moxly going to meet Melo up at top. And a superplex roll through into a brain buster. Now Moxly's going to the top, frog splash, roll through. And now that reverse 450. Here's the cover, 2, and a kick out. Remember, the winner of this match takes on either Hangman Adam Page or Cope. Next week in the winner of that match, nobody home. Look at Melo, springboard lariat. And the winner of that match takes on Jay White for the U.S. Championship at WrestleMania and a roll through code breaker. What a performance Moxly's had. He was the Iron Man. Now look at this, Melo looking for nothing but neck, caught by Moxly with a Liger bomb and a kick out. What a match this has been. And now the match might be over. What a debut, and the debut might be over because the world is stopping right now for the franchise. Oh, look for that corkscrew cutter. No, it's Will Ospreay. Ospreay's here and then caught up on the ropes and dragged onto the ropes into a cutter. And now Melo is going to head to the top of the rope. What goes up must come down. Melo don't miss with the nothing but net 2. Melo wins. Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes just beat Jon Moxly in his debut match. You know what, bro? That kid's got a great future, but you don't. You cost me an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship. You cost me my television championship. So you know what, bruv? And then you cost me the Royal Rumble match. So you know what, bro? You don't have to worry about challenging for the US Championship at WrestleMania. You have to worry about getting assassinated at WrestleMania because it's going to be Will Ospreay versus Jon Moxly. Oh my, I cannot wait for that match. All rise to worship the final boss. Thank you, Jacob. The Royal Rumble was not the Empire's night, but WrestleMania will be our night because, you see, Cody Rhodes, you got so lucky, boy. So lucky that you won the Royal Rumble. But make no mistake, just because I'm on Raw doesn't mean I am still not going to make sure that you don't win the DDE Championship. Austin, tell them what's going on. LA Knight, it's not clicking. It's not clicking in your head, huh? What? You came back when eliminated me. I don't know how many times you've been around the block, son, but you don't do that. You don't eliminate Stone Cold, son. Well, I got something for you this week. And Jay, just how we were younger. I took everything from you. I took your toys. I took your games. Now I took your WrestleMania dreams. Look, who didn't forgot? I'm Big Bruh. I'm Big Jim. So I gotta open your eyes so you can worship the final boss. So at WrestleMania is gonna be Big Bruh versus Lil Bruh. It's gonna be Uso versus Uso. Big Jim versus Jey Uso. Brother versus brother at WrestleMania. Just like you can't wait to get your hands on Jay, I can't wait to get my hands on you, Umaga. Umaga. We were the closest in the bloodline, so it broke my heart when I had to take you out. Because we know you wouldn't understand the bigger picture. And the bigger picture was to worship the final boss, to join the Empire. So you know what? You eliminated me from the Rumble. I'm going to take you out once and for all. And I'm going to beat you at WrestleMania. So it's going to be Umaga Joe Mania. And if you lose, you will have to worship the final boss. Yeah, bruh. And we ain't even starting that family. Me and the Gorillas, we coming at the gold. So New Day, we coming for the Trios Tag Team Championships. And I got the most dangerous set of brothers to ever exist. And you already know what I'm on. I'm on gas. No breaks with it. Yarame. New Day, we want you at WrestleMania 5-2. The Empire is taking over. But there's one thing that I need. I need your father, and I need it now. Roman, you eliminated me from the Rumble, and I helped eliminate you from the Rumble, so it's only one way out of this. It's time, Roman. The biggest match in the history of pro wrestling. The Rock versus Roman Reigns. Tribal Combat, the winner for the Fala at WrestleMania. And you always remember, you cannot stop the Empire. The Empire is ready to take over. That might be the biggest WrestleMania match in history. But tonight, later on, we will hear from Kazuchika Okada, the Royal Rumble winner. We've had some major WrestleMania news, and we are not stopping here. As we have said, it will be Obafemi versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental. Whoa. I think it's time that I bring everyone back down to reality. You know, since I work here, I'm contractually obligated to wrestle next week. But I'm not worried about next week. Oh, no. I am thinking about the bigger picture. WrestleMania. And you cannot have WrestleMania without the Outlaw. And I've been thinking, who can the Outlaw face? And I said, who else but DDE himself. Right? I don't care what you guys think, but don't you guys want to see DDE versus Adam Cole and Dashin? I know that you want to get your hands on me more than anybody on this planet. So what do you say? Maybe you lace him up one more time. First off, Adam, pause. Second of all, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to make sure I put you on WrestleMania. Well, I can tell you that I'm not going to do it. You're not going near Japan. And 3, I'm not wrestling again. Oh, you're not wrestling again. You're not wrestling again. Oh, how convenient. You're scared. You can call me scared all you want, Adam. As much as I miss it, I'm not getting back in that ring. I'm retired. No, that's where you're wrong. You're wrong. You will wrestle me at WrestleMania. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure of it. Sorry, I guess, for that interruption. Let's try to get back to the program. You saw at the Royal Rumble, Jon Moxley made his long-awaited return in attacking Seth Rollins. We got a little piece of information why he did that. You want to know why? You want to know why? I've been gone for almost a year. When's the last time you see me, huh? I was curb stomped over a desk by Seth Rollins. And that time away made me think, made me realize I need to be done with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins needs to be done with me, and Seth Rollins needs to be done with pro wrestling. So I made my mission over the past few months to find a solution, to find a cure to the Seth Rollins problem. This problem has been eating at me. And I've found a machine, I've found a cancer that will take Seth Rollins out once and for all at WrestleMania. And I'll reveal it when he's here in Chicago next week. And Seth, I want to say your goodbyes now, because when we're done, it will be the end of you and me. And the ring for our main event at the Rated R Superstar Adam Copeland and his opponent, Hangman Adam Page. The winner of this match, as we seen earlier, will take on Carmelo Hayes next week. And the winner of that will face Jay White at WrestleMania for the United States Championship. Hangman has had a great year. This is his return year from a torn Achilles. Now he's taking on for the first time ever Adam Copeland. A lariat counter by Cope, and 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Two veterans for the first time going at it on Raw. A big knee drop. And now Cope into the top rope, maybe looking for a crossbody caught by Hangman. Well, follow-away slam and a kip up. And here comes the Cowboy. Now look for Buckshot getting caught with a big boot. Cope with a spear through the ropes. A spear through the second rope to the floor. And now Adam Copeland's going to try to capitalize on a Hangman. And now going to roll Hangman to the ring. Going to pick him up. Maybe look for another spear to lock it in. Or a big kick with a counter. And now Deadeye. Deadeye by Hangman. And to Buckshot lariat. Here's the cover. 1, 2. What a match. Hangman Adam Page faces Carmelo Hayes next week for the #1 contendership. Here it is, match. Hangman Adam Page. It is time to hear from the Rainmaker. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Season 2 Raw Royal Rumble winner, The Okada through the number 17 with the 29 other men. Had to eliminate the franchise Jon Moxly to point at that sign. And he headlines the Tokyo Dome once again with a familiar foe. Sunday was the greatest moment of my life. I want to show respect to Jon Moxly, but it was the greatest moment of my life when I pointed at that WrestleMania sign, because I will be home in the Tokyo Dome with my greatest rival. But next week, I will wrestle Adam Cole, the man who broke my arm. Oh, Kenny. Oh, Mega. I've been you so many times, I can't even count. My one goal will be fulfilled at WrestleMania, and I will beat you, Kenny, for the World Heavyweight Championship. And the Rainmaker will make it rain. Oh, speak his name. The champ is here. The World Heavyweight Champion, Kenny Omega, and these two have put on some of the greatest pro wrestling matches ever. Okada Kazuchika. So we meet again. Isn't that funny? Everywhere I go, you tend to show up, huh? Congratulations on your Rumble win. I would just imagine how many times we've shared the ring together. When's the last time, huh? All in? Look, in the Tokyo Dome is where it all started between you and I. You know, I was there when Adam Cole broke your arm, but I have no sympathy for you, because you know how many years you took off my career. You know what I gave to you, all my energy, my oxygen, my life. I spent chasing you, trying to be like you, trying to be as great as you. And now the shoe's on the other foot, and it doesn't look too pretty on you, Okada. You're desperate. You are desperate. Tell me, you're not just here to become world champion because every guy in the back wants this championship. So tell me why. Why are you really here? You want the truth, Kenny? For as long as I can remember, you were looking up to me and I was looking down to you. And now I'm looking up to you. By having that title for so long, everybody has been hypnotized that you are the best wrestler in the world when you're not. I need to prove to them. I need to prove to myself. And I need to prove to you once and for all. The Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada is the greatest wrestler of all time. There it is. There's the truth. But let me give you some truth of my own, Okada. You are a shell of yourself. You're not the same man I looked into the eyes of at Wrestle Kingdom, at Dominion, at the G1. You're not. You're a shell of yourself. You need this to stay relevant. You need this to stay on top. You need this to beat me. See, when you were still in Japan and I came here, yeah, I might have won the Intercontinental title on my first night, but I had to scratch and claw to get where I am right now. Here, it doesn't work that way when everybody trusts you that you can carry the company for 7 years straight. No. It evolves, and eventually someone's gonna take this from me, younger, faster, stronger, just like I did to you. I took everything from you when I beat you in Dominion. I know ever since that day, ever since that night, you have never been the same man. You have never been the same wrestler. You have never been the same person. So yes, We all know you do need to beat me, Okada. You need the resurgence, the resurrection of the Rainmaker. But let me tell you a secret. Where it started is where it ends. And the Tokyo Dome, in the main event of WrestleMania, a show I'm very more familiar with than you, but you are in a place than you are familiar with than me. I'm not looking to put on another clinic and add to our archives. No, Okada, I'm here to bury you once and for all. And don't you forget, you need me more than I ever needed you. Oh, and Okada, riddle me this. What do you call a Rainmaker that runs out of money? Tensions have never been more higher between these two, and obviously you see it is more personal than ever.